Yo, what's up everybody? Joshua Casper back at you with Plugin Boutique, and today we're going to be taking a look at this month's free with any purchase from Plugin Boutique transaction giveaway Analog Lab Intro from Arturia. Just check out this patch I threw together real quick. Alright, so let's jump into this. As I already said, Analog Lab Intro from Arturia is our February transaction giveaway. That means if you go on pluginboutique.com and spend any amount of money, including like the $1 deals we have quite frequently on our deals page, you can get Analog Lab Intro added to your cart for free. No questions asked, and it's yours for life. Inside of Analog Lab Intro, you get 500 presets crafted by some of the world's best sound designers that utilized all 28 of Arturia's award-winning synths from their V collection. Now, I am using the full version of Analog Lab 5. The only difference between my version and the version that you'll get as a transaction giveaway is the number of presets. If I come into Explore, you'll see that I have close to 10,000 presets where you'll have 500. If you do like what you hear when you get the intro, then definitely keep in mind upgrading to Analog Lab 5 later because it's so many more presets. Another really cool thing too, in terms of integration, is let's say I've got this loaded right here, this instrument. I can actually open the Matrix 12 if I own it. So if I have purchased the V collection and have all of the synths, I've got nothing to worry about. Or if I've just purchased one of the instruments individually, I can open that right inside any version of Analog Lab and tweak the parameters inside of the preset, if that makes sense. Now, I don't have anything installed on this computer, and also that's kind of outside the scope of what we're talking about today, which is the Analog Lab Intro. But I just wanted to point that out because that sort of functionality and attention to detail is awesome and does come in handy frequently. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose a preset here. I don't know if this preset's going to be in the 500 you get with intro, but more importantly in this video, I want to show you around the VST and let you get a feel of what you can accomplish with Analog Lab. So if I load up this bright pad, so that's the pad. If I come back in, you'll see that I just hit edit preset. That brings me to the edit page. Now I have these controls over that preset: brightness, timbre, timing, and movement. Now, as that's a preset from an instrument and we don't have access to them, some presets have sequences, some have arpeggios, some have built-in reverb and delay, but you do get access to 2 effects inserts inside of Analog Lab Intro, and these are the effects I have available here. So I can easily change that out, and these are effects that will be added after the preset comes out of the engine behind the scenes. Each one has its own UI, which is very helpful when you're just trying to see what's going on. So we have our individual controls for these, and then we have how much we're sending it to that. And then we also have an additional delay and reverb send, which we can send the instrument preset to or bypass from right here on the left-hand side. Same thing with the inserts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just take down the dry wet. You'll notice as I move the dry wet here, I'm moving the dry wet here. So whichever one you want to use. Now you can see that when I stop the MIDI, there's no reverb. So let's add some reverb with the reverb send over here. Boom. And we can add some delay. All right. And now another really cool thing about Analog Lab is it's very easy to stack up another preset. If I just click right here, I can come in and let's do plucked keys. And we can just focus on that by bypassing that first one. And if I select it, the color codes will change down here, and now I'll have access to the brightness, timbre, timing, and movement for just this preset. Now let's bring in that other patch. And it's that simple. We've got a unique, massive patch in the matter of a few clicks. And if we want to jump in and change any one of these out, we just hit replace, find something else. That is so much better, and I'm loving it. So I just hit done, and again, edit preset, and now I can affect it how I want. I adjust my mix. If I click on it, I can adjust my movement and so forth. It is that great. A couple other really cool things about the Analog Lab. You can come in and resize the window. This is actually only 80%. There are some built-in tutorials. You can remove the controls or hide the keys if you want. And if we come back into the home here, or the home kind of menu, there's actually a playlist, and we can make a new playlist. But what I'm going to do is actually jump into the demo playlist to show you what it is. This is the playlist you make if, let's say, I'm doing a live show and I've created my presets and I've got the order or the set list from what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be playing 5 songs, and I'm the key player, and these are the 5 patches that I need for my 5 songs. It just gives you a playlist essentially. And if you go on stage, it's just giving me a warning that's going to erase that. That's fine. Now it's a more streamlined view that I can just focus on my keys and any of the effects that I have here. And now I can just focus on my performance and the few effects that I have lined up and routed to my MIDI keyboard, no doubt, and I don't need to worry about anything else. It's a very streamlined view, and depending on if it's if we're going to start off with some cinematic stuff and then jump into the soft pop stuff, we just flip right there and it'll give us our new playlist. And you can create these playlists right inside of Analog Lab Intro. Let's just check out these other ones that are ready. So there you go, just a quick look at Analog Lab. As I mentioned, I am using the full Analog Lab. There's just no way for me to go back to the Analog Lab intro. But as I said, you do get 500 presets. It works exactly the same as I've shown you here. And you have all of the features that I've showcased here as well. So that being said, absolutely for free with any purchase from Plugin Boutique for the entire month of February. Click the link in the video description to find full details and that deals page I mentioned earlier today. And of course, as usual, I'm Joshua Casper. I hope you learned something and I'll see you in the next video.